before we end tonight's show, I want to say we continue Weather Podcast Month, and next week we're going to have on Dr. John Scala from the WeatherBrains, and he's going to be joining us along with Mark Johnson from Stormfront Freaks. And we're just going to have a kind of a roundtable discussion. I want to bring Chris in here because, Chris, you were able to represent us. We, all of us on this panel, we love WeatherBrains. WeatherBrains is the kind of laid the foundation of weather podcasts. He was able to join Mr. James Spann and Bill Murray and all the gang over the on Monday evening. How did that go?
It was great. It was great discussion. There was 10 people, on their show the other night, and I was lucky enough to be one of them. And we continue to have a great conversation about what to do in the South across Dixie Alley with the rash of tornadoes, and especially these killer tornadoes that affect areas that are a lot more vulnerable to widespread damage and even fatalities, as we've seen, unfortunately. But it's a great conversation. As long as these conversations continue, I think it's going to do nothing but help everybody across the entire weather enterprise. But they were great, top notch, love them to death. They told me I'd come back anytime.
Yeah, a great group. I know myself and Ricky has been able to be on the WeatherBrains program. So if you want to learn more about National Weather Podcast Month, you can Google the website. It'll give you a schedule of all the rundown of all the shows that's already happened, those coming up. And you can also follow them on Twitter at WX Podcast Month, and you can follow along with the National Weather Podcast Month. So we hope we encourage you to follow those folks and check out some weather shows, and join us next week as we kind of conclude National Weather Podcast Month. We're going to have just an open discussion talking about weather podcasts and whatever else is going on in the weather world. So we hope you will join us then. But